people probably come here in this really small town in California to see the artifacts that we have on display and find out where in the 22,000 acres of the Guadalupe Dunes is the buried film set of the 1923 movie than anything else.
Guadalupe used to have a bad reputation. I hope we've improved it.
In the old days, used to be a really, you heard, a rip-roaring community.
During bootlegging days, I think you'd get booze in almost every establishment on the street. I remember that.
And a lot of the big shots from Santa Maria would come over here and raise hell, and then they would catch heck from their old ladies when they got home. And
well, the wife naturally would blame Guadalupe.
But Guadalupe is fine. It's always been a good little town.
There is currently no traffic signal, no McDonald's, and no Starbucks. And there are very few towns left in California that you can say that about. We're also one of the 10 best secret coastal escapes, according to Sunset Magazine.
A lot of good people. We all get along well together. Politics is not a big thing.
The people are very proud of their community. It's a close-knit community. We have not really much problems.
It has the lowest per capita income, but it also has the lowest crime rate. When you go out to the dunes, there's very few people there. It makes it very easy for filmmakers to film what looks like a deserted desert.
Yeah, this Ten Commandments site here, Cecil B. Demille's 1923 groundbreaking movie, was the largest set at that time ever to be built. It was 10 stories high. At the time, most buildings were only 2 stories high. It was 2 months of filming, and it took a crew of 1,500 1 month just to get the set set up. The main set was bulldozed over and then covered with sand. Cecil did not want anybody from the movie industry coming in to see how exactly he'd gotten the movie set so high. His secrets.
Well, that was filmed way before I was born, but there was people here, mothers and fathers that were in the movie in 23 when that was filmed. And
there was a lot of filmmaking here. I know my father-in-law, we have the same ranch that we had when he was living. Why they made that their headquarters.
They had I think over 1,000 people, and they had in the flats there in the pasture land, they had a big tent city. They had the mess hall and a so-called like a mini hospital and everything for the employees, and they made them lunches and all this.
We raised our own horses and trained our own horses, and they rented us and our horse. I think it was $2 a day, and out here in the sand dunes.
Yeah, I hear a lot from a lot of the old-timers in Guadalupe that have been around for years of the crew or the actors from the Ten Commandments actually having chariot races down Guadalupe Street in their spare time for fun.
They would mess up when they were filming. A lot of the time with the Ten Commandments, they would mess it up and mess up a scene, what you guys call it. So that way they had to work an extra day, see? So stuff like that, you know. So they were a little what you call it, country wise, you know.
There is one thing that I did not mention, and that is this Ten Commandments site, although a lot of people do come here specifically, they want to see the Ten Commandments site, is off limits to the public. It is kept a secret, and that's because in the past we have actually come up and seen areas where people have been digging, trying to remove stuff, and it's also been made an archaeological landmark. But we still will get people that'll go into the dune area. If we get people that are out here and they wind up getting stuck and we know that it's due to their own fault, I'll hand them a shovel. That's about the most help I'll give them. Unless the vehicle is causing a safety issue for other visitors, then we have no choice but to help them out.
It was opened up as a parts store in 1958, and I came and worked here in 60, 61. They sold me this store in 66. So I've been here in my own store for 42 years. My last vacation was in 1965 when I worked for him. And I collect all our display cases I got here is from different stores that had closed over the years, and people bring me stuff. And that claw of the Ten Commandments there, it was in my front door when I came to work one morning. I guess over the years I finally made it here to my doorstep. And I've been in different books they had wrote about my store, and they asked me what am I going to do with it, and if when I pass, I said, the kids will probably throw it out,
In town, there was really nothing around for younger people, so you drive to Santa Barbara, you drive to San Luis, or you come out in the middle of nowhere, have a bonfire, and drink beer.
Moved here in 1925. So sorry to say, the town hasn't changed too much, and it's been a good life. I've enjoyed it.
It's gradually changing. Guadalupe used to be a lot smaller. There's, newer homes that are coming in, apartments. They're slated to put in, I believe, 850 more homes in a shopping center. They're building on the farmlands. So what's happening is it's kind of running out the migrant workers, and the demographic is slowly changing, I've noticed.